Okay, let's keep things going here. I heard there were muffins outside, so I need to get out there soon. Rajesh Anandan, Senior Vice President of UNICEF Ventures and co-creator of UNICEF Kid Power. If you haven't seen Kid Power, they're out on the table out there. Really, really good program. A couple interesting things I learned yesterday. One is that they're launching a big new announcement initiative on Friday. He will explain that a little more, I think. And then the other thing is that Time Magazine named them one of the best ideas in 2016. He will explain that a little more as well. So let me just mention a couple things I found outside of his bio that you can read in the program book. But Rajesh has 3 important lessons to make social innovations work in the developing world. First, it must be grounded in the community, not solutions imported from elsewhere that don't make sense in context. Second, it must use the existing infrastructure. Solutions that require shipping new material into the developing world cannot be cost effective. Finally, it must be cost effective. A solution that loses money, no matter what the benefit, won't be able to be implemented. So let's welcome him to learn more about Kid Power.
Thanks, Mel. And thanks to Zeev and the team for having us here and bringing all of you together. It's amazing to be in a group of determined global citizens. And I'm fortunate to work for UNICEF as part of the US Fund for UNICEF, for an organization that works every day, relentlessly, tirelessly, to protect the rights of all children in every country on the planet, every day of the year. I'm also lucky to be the dad of a 4-year-old who, in a world filled with noise, is really my only true one signal. And what I want most for her is to grow up to be a good human being. And the role models that I want her to look up to are the people in this room who, to paraphrase Dr. King, are determined to bend the arc of the universe towards justice, towards equity, towards compassion. We need you to do more, and we need more of you. And I want to tell you today about Kid Power and how together we're going to make sure that we have an entire generation of you.
My name is Atisha, and I'm 10 years old. I live here in this house with my grandma, Kai. Me and my grandma do everything together. We're really close. I feel lucky to have her.
We're going on a mission to learn about a girl who helps her family stay healthy, helping her parents make dinner.
My teacher introduced us to UNICEF Kid Power.
What are we doing with our Kid Power bands? And how is that helping people around the world?
I get points by helping my mom by coming up and down the stairs, and sometimes I play with my little brother.
The Kid Power program allows our students to become active and fit within their communities, and the number of steps that they take unlocks a certain number of therapeutic food packets that are given to kids around the world who are suffering from malnutrition.
I was sad to hear that kids around the world didn't have the food they need to grow up and be healthy. When I found out Kid Power Points unlocked food packets, it made me excited. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My Uncle Aaron has diabetes. He lost his leg and his eyesight. If I could help one child stay healthy, I would do everything in my power because I don't want them to go through what my uncle went through.
It's 5 a.m. this morning. We're trying to get to our goal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Great job.
27, 28, 29, 30, My Kid Power Band made me feel excited to save lives.
Yeah, we're getting them in.
I
Okay, good job.
12,000.
A teacher really is a great kid who has a heart for others. I just think for a child it's very exceptional to exercise and to be excited about it.
If you put your mind to it, you can do it, and that's pretty great. Okay, everybody ready to start counting? 1, 2, 3, let's go!
So, Atisha is my superhero. I don't know about you, but I do not get up at 5:30 a.m. to go walking. She joined Kid Power last spring through her school in DC. Her school has over 75% of the student body receiving free reduced price lunch. They have no PE program. The teacher has a crowded classroom. She's never seen a tablet in her life. There's no Wi-Fi. There is no PE program. There's no daily PE requirement. In fact, only 4% of Title I schools in the US, high-need schools in the US, have a daily PE requirement. And that's not good because 1 in 4 American children have sedentary lifestyles. They're completely inactive. And that has massive implications for their health and their futures. And it's not just in the US. The Lancet declared physical inactivity as a global epidemic a few years ago. And it's an urgent reality that we've got to address. And even in countries like the US where we have the resources, we still haven't figured out how to motivate kids and families to adopt the healthy behaviors that we all know we need to adopt. And meanwhile, around the world, globally, 1 in 4 children are malnourished. And the worst case scenario, the most extreme form of malnourishment is severe acute malnutrition, which is an urgent condition that requires medical treatment. And fortunately, there is a treatment that works. That's a packet of ready-to-use therapeutic food. It's a protein-rich, vitamin-rich paste that comes in a packet that's easy to deliver, that can be taken at home. It doesn't require any infrastructure. Unfortunately, because of a lack of funding, we're only reaching 1 in 5 of the 16 million severely malnourished children around the world with this treatment. And because of that, we're losing over 1 million young lives every year for something as absurd as the lack of a 40-cent packet of therapeutic food. And that's not okay. And in both of these crises, for decades, the grown-ups have failed. And so, we're UNICEF, so we do what UNICEF always does. We put our faith in kids, and we launch Kid Power to tap into kids' intrinsic desire to help, to solve both of these crises in a single solution. So here's how it works. Kids, and now increasingly grown-ups, which we'll tell you about soon, get active. So kids wear a Kid Power Band. The grown-ups can wear their own tracker or just your smartphone. The more active you get, you earn Kid Power points. Every 10 points you earn unlocks funding for UNICEF to deliver a packet of therapeutic food for a malnourished child. The more active you get, the more points you earn, the more children you help. We started Kid Power as a school-based, tech-enabled solution for high-need classrooms in the US. From a handful of classrooms in Sacramento just 2 years ago, we've now scaled to hundreds of thousands of kids this school year across 30 cities in the US and Europe, all getting active to save lives. And we are embedding philanthropy and physical activity as a daily habit in these kids' lives. And they're growing up to be the kinds of people I would want my daughter to be, the kinds of people in this room. Last holiday season, because we were getting so many requests from families who were saying, well, we want to do Kid Power too, we launched Kid Power at retail. And Kid Power now is the #2 selling wearable at Target. Not kids wearable, wearable, period. And this year, we're here, thanks to Ziv and team, to announce Kid Power for the workplace, so you can all join in, which we're really excited to tell you about. The way Kid Power works for families is that you go on missions. A mission is a virtual journey hosted by one of our Kid Power champions, star athletes like Alex Morgan or David Ortiz or entertainers like Pink. And they host you on this journey to discover a country where you, as a kid or a grown-up, are having impact. And as you progress on this journey, you unlock little bits of content. And as a wearable for good, we don't want you spending time on your screen. So these are really micro bits of content that give you just enough to inspire you to keep going, get active, earn points, and come back. And we'll tell you about the lives you've saved. We've been able to scale up thanks to our amazing partners, so Star Wars Force for Change and Target are our presenting sponsors. And then we've got a wide range of local supporters and funders and donors and fans who've made this possible. And ultimately, it's all possible because of the kids who understand the importance of helping, who have a deep desire to help, to do something that matters, and I would argue, so do us grown-ups. Kid Power now has been independently evaluated a couple different times, and not surprisingly, kids are dramatically more active. Because unlike prizes or rewards or fun, the desire to help, to do something that matters, to be part of something important is very deep, and nurturing that desire is, in our opinion, the most powerful and enduring way to create healthy habits and drive positive change. And together, these kids have walked the equivalent of 300 times the circumference of the planet, and in doing so, earned enough points and unlocked enough packets for UNICEF to deliver full courses of treatment to 30,000 severely malnourished kids. That's a real number. Every single one of those kids, thank you. Every single one of those kids may not be alive today if not for the kids and teachers and parents who've gotten active and gotten together to make a difference. And so today we're here to announce and launch Kid Power for the Workplace so that all of you and every single one of your organizations and companies and teams can join in and get active and save lives. And we've sort of adapted Kid Power because so many companies and employees were starting to use our retail product, which wasn't really designed for the workplace. So we now have a simple web-based platform. It's super easy. It's turnkey for a company to spin up a challenge and for employees to register an account, use your activity tracker if you have one, if you don't, use your smartphone, and do a 30-day challenge to get active and save lives. So together, over the next 5 years, we want to reach 10 million kids and grown-ups getting active together, saving lives, and we think we can reach 1 million severely malnourished kids. And more importantly, we think that we can inspire an entire new generation of global citizens who will make sure that the world that my daughter inherits will be a better place than the one we live in today. So please go outside and check out our booth. You can go online and register for a challenge we're running right now, so you can experience this and start getting active and have this Social Innovation Summit be the first life-saving summit that we've been to. Thank you.